we are organizing a great seminar, a green revolution to green revolution. To me, actually, I thought I will reserve my sharing of thoughts in some other section, but I want to share two aspects. The revelation, any revelation gives liberation to the people. విప్లవం అనేటువంటిది ప్రజల్ని విముక్తి చేస్తుంది. అది ఏ రకమైన విప్లవం కావచ్చు, అది గ్రీన్ రెవల్యూషన్ కావచ్చు, అది ఇండస్ట్రియల్ రెవల్యూషన్ కావచ్చు, లేదా రాజకీయ విప్లవం కావచ్చు. ఈ విప్లవాలు ఎప్పుడైతే ప్రజల్ని విముక్తి చేస్తాయని చెప్తున్నారో అంటే ప్రజల్ని కేంద్రంగా చేసుకొని పనిచేస్తుంది, ప్రజల్ని ప్రాతిపదిక చేసుకొని పనిచేస్తుంది. నా దృష్టిలో గ్రీన్ రెవల్యూషన్ కానివ్వండి, గ్రీన్ రెవల్యూషన్ కానివ్వండి, ఉత్పత్తిని పెంచాలనేది ప్రజల యొక్క శ్రేయస్సుగా ఉపయోగపడాలనేటువంటి నాకు ఏమర్థమైందంటే పరిమితమైనటువంటి వనరులలో అత్యధికంగా ఉత్పత్తిని ఎట్లా సాధించాలా, అత్యధికమైనటువంటి ఉత్పత్తిని సాధించడంలో పర్యావరణాన్ని ఎట్లా ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేసుకోవాలనేటువంటిది ప్రధానంగా. అంటే మనం దీని నుంచి నేనేమర్థం చేస్తున్నానంటే మనుషులు అనేటువంటి వాళ్ళు తమ జీవితంలో కూడా ఒక విప్లవం తీసుకోవాలి, ఏదో అనేటువంటిది ఒక మార్పు. కాబట్టి ఆ రెవల్యూషన్ అనేటువంటిది మనలో కూడా రావాలని నేను అనుకుంటున్నాను. ఇలాంటి విషయాల్ని ఒక సాంకేతికపరమైనటువంటి పరిజ్ఞానం మానవ జీవన ప్రమాణాల మీద, జీవన విధానం మీద, అభివృద్ధి మీద, ఉత్పత్తి మీద ఎంత ప్రభావితాన్ని కలిగిస్తుంది, టెక్నాలజీ అనేటువంటిది మానవ సౌకర్యానికి ఎట్లా ఉపయోగపడుతుంది అనేటువంటిది మొత్తం సాంకేతిక విప్లవం అనేది వాళ్ళు చాలా వివరించారు.
Thank you for a highly balanced view on the ways in which we have to look at biotechnology. I could see so many things in our Honorable Vice-Chancellor during his speech. An agricultural graduate, a farmer, a person concerned about environment, a person who is supportive of the technology, and a person who is interested in the growth of the state and the nation. These are the things that I could see in the perspective of biotechnology and how debatable it is put in front of you. Definitely some of the points, some of the things in some lectures you will be able to have a little more in particular topics.
ముఖ్యం ఏంటంటే యూనివర్సిటీ, నేను మినిస్టర్ గారు, వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్ గారు ఉన్నారు కనుక మీరు ఫోకస్ చేయవలసింది ఏంటంటే గుడ్ క్వాలిటీ ఫ్యాకల్టీ తీసుకుంటాం. గుడ్ క్వాలిటీ ఫ్యాకల్టీ తీసుకొస్తే స్టూడెంట్స్లో ఉన్న పొటెన్షియల్ ఈజ్ ద సేమ్. హైదరాబాద్ అయినా ఇక్కడున్నా ఒకటే, తేడా ఏం లేదు. ప్రవీణ్ గారు అండ్ కోలీగ్స్కి రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ అన్నమాట. ఒక సైడ్ నుంచి అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటివ్ సపోర్ట్ ఇవ్వాలి, ఇంకో సైడ్ నుంచి ఫ్యాకల్టీ చేస్తే ఐఎమ్ ష్యూర్ తెలంగాణ యూనివర్సిటీ విల్ బీ లైక్ యూనివర్సిటీ ఆఫ్ హైదరాబాద్.
In context of revolution was just before there was a very Bengal famine, thousands lakhs died. That's because there was no adequate food and there was no sustained will to import food grains to save people dying from famine and Bengal. And it was realized that the food can be a policy instrument, could be a diplomatic policy offensive in the world. Therefore, Jawaharlal Nehru immediately after independence said, agriculture cannot wait. It is also a political instrument. So, Green Revolution was there to produce food, maximum food in minimum time. But the basic foundation was nothing than genetics in the beginning. I will trace in my lecture what the Green Revolution is and what Green Revolution is. But the impact was so much. 1947, we were producing 7 million tons of wheat. By 68, we were producing 17 million tons of wheat. First wave of Green Revolution was wheat, not rice. That dramatic increase was phenomenal. And that was the example, greatest example of results of Green Revolution. 17 million tons of wheat that is what was produced since 10,000 years ago, since 10,000 years cumulative wheat tonnage until 1967. All that is produced in 1 year.
We are
are living in such a age, all of us we should be proud to be living in this age. The fifth era, someone has named it as hybrid era, where it is nothing but human technology, interface. It attains such a stage that technology has become ubiquitous and the cost is coming down as far as computers and your mobile cell phones, laptop, iPad, the cost is coming down. And there is a collaboration of sciences and technologies which is going on. For example, we call it biomechanics, biology, mechanical engineering and electronics. That's why we find, collaborating. Sciences and technologies are collaborating. This we call it hybrid era. And this human technology, interactive, whatever eras I mentioned, we are already entering this fifth era, hybrid age. And that is also coinciding with the biotechnology age. It is a parallel which is happening in the sector of biology. Of course, today we are not discussing the biotechnology in all organisms, but we are confining ourselves for the discussion of biotechnology as well as plants are concerned, and with more emphasis on plants which are being used by us for our economic use. We call it agriculture. Similar to industrial age, we have entered green revolution. That is the thing, green revolution to change revolution. So we have to talk about green revolution, how we have gone ahead in the green revolution stage, and how we have entered green revolution era, which is the most debatable subject in the entire biology field now. If you ask me, the most debatable subject in the scientific community, you find several scientists taking claim or advocating biotechnology, and there are also several scientists who are critics of biotechnology, who are opponents of biotechnology. So it is the most debatable subject on this earth. It is biotechnology, or you call it genetic engineering, or you call it genetically GMOs, genetically modified organisms, which are nothing but products of recombinant DNA technology. So the entire discussion as far as gene revolution is concerned revolves around recombinant DNA technology. We have entered green revolution era when we started introducing highly varieties, particularly rice and wheat. We had our own variety. Ours is a very ancient country, but that was yielding fertilizer, it may be irrigation, they were not responding. The architecture of plant was not prepared to respond. Then we had to go for conventional breeding technology. We call it conventional plant breeding, wherein we have selected cultivars of wheat and rice from our country, and we have brought those genes which are helpful for creating dwarf acid plants, whether it is paddy or wheat. We call them dwarfing genes. We brought them from Philippines, Italy, China, Japan. We brought some dwarfing genes from maybe Mexico, Brazil, these Latin American countries. You might have heard of the great normal Polvar. He is said to be father of green revolution for our entire world. And the credit of green revolution which has taken place in our country will go to Dr. Ramnath Borla, who is an out of IAS. And then father of Indian green revolution, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. These are the two scientists we take their names whenever we talk of green revolution. The yields have jumped. The high-yielding varieties started responding to fertilizer, irrigation, and over a period of time, green revolution, though it started in 1960s, it extended in 80s and 90s to other crops also. It is not that it is confined to rice or wheat. We started with the rice or wheat, which are major, these days. We got it self-sufficiently thanks to the green revolution. And over a period of time, this technology, whatever we call green revolution technology, has reached far-flung areas in our country. Not only that it was confined to Punjab or Haryana or only Andhra Pradesh, combined Andhra Pradesh, but it also reached far-flung areas of our country. It has also touched several other crops, maybe maize, maybe jowar, maybe vegetables, so many other kinds of crops. And we have reached, different. But something happened in 90s. The entry of MNCs is a major milestone in the history of agriculture revolution in our country. The MNCs are corporates from developed countries, particularly USA. They entered in 90s. into developing countries like India. Particularly, that was the period which coincided with the evolution of hybrids, like maize hybrid. When they entered developing countries, then they were also not able to sell pesticide to such an extent which they got. So pesticide sales are coming down, and hybrids in crops like maize, jowar and crops, it was going on. Then these companies which were developing nations, slowly they entered seed business, and this 90s also coincided with the development of biotechnology, revolution in the entire world. And the first GMO happened in 1996. It is not that biotechnology is new in our country. We have already exploited biotechnology for some other purposes. For example, human insulin. Human insulin was a great, even now we are getting, it is, abundantly available in our intestine. And that bacteria, utilized as, a kind of bioreactor. We have introduced one gene which codes for insulin into the bacteria. There is one plasmid in the bacteria, which they call it extra chromosomal, DMS. They call it plasmid or vector. We introduce our gene, human gene, which codes for insulin into bacterial cell, and we multiply that bacterial cell, and that's how we are able to produce insulin. Whatever insulin we are consuming at a larger scale in the entire world is not coming from pancreas of pigs. In 50s and 60s, we are extracting insulin from human pigs. Pancreas of us, we call it clone, the pancreas of human pigs. But how many animals we kill them, let it be pig or any other mammal. So thanks to biotechnology, we started producing insulin at a very large scale. That's a major success story of biotechnology as far as human beings are concerned. And we are even now utilizing bacteria as bioreactors for producing several proteins. Pharmaceutical industry, therapeutical industry, they are utilizing the bacteria. But the limit is not for that. If we utilize biotechnology in a container or within is not the debated match. It's basically using biotechnology, genetic engineering, or recombinant technology for plants, not for just plants. Plants like rice, wheat, coconut, cotton, soybean, canola, squash, papaya, you name it, citrus, beetroot, potato, tomato, brinjal. Now beeting brinjal. Biotechnology is one area, one potential area where you can get gene from any organism. Let it be bacteria, let it be fish, let it be animal, let it be human being, and that particular gene, you isolate it. Then we utilize, its impact. You want some protein, yes, you multiply it, in the bacteria it is coming. So the biotechnology has taken development as far as our plants are concerned. It is enhanced so far maximum by only few countries, not many countries. In fact, many countries are not coming forward, including India, not coming forward to take advantage of this biotechnology. Clarity. We are not able to clear in our mind whatever suspicion we have. We have a lot of concerns on the utilization of biotechnology in our country. We have only cleared BT cotton so far, which is now being grown in Telangana, because of which, the pesticide consumption has drastically come down. In ViceChancellor, Bacillus thuringiensis is a soil bacteria which was discovered by Japan somewhere 100 years back. We have forgotten it. After Second World War, again we have discovered it. Now we have enhanced its potential. It's a very, very potential weapon. It produces protein which kills the insect. In BT cotton technology, what we are doing? We are introducing a gene from that bacteria, which bacteria has a specific gene which produces protein that can kill specific insect. We call it a cotton ball. And by using biotechnology, we have introduced only one gene from that bacteria, and our farmers are doing it. But already we are aware of the problem with regard to what BT cotton technology. The main concern of BT technology is that it is exploited by only corporate sector, corporate monopoly, like Monsanto, or Bayer, or Syngenta, or DuPont. These are the big corporate giants who have entered this field, and they are focusing on only those traits, on only those genes which are required from a rich farmer or from a rich country. Monsanto has identified this gene. It is having patent right for BT technology as far as cotton is concerned, and every country has to pay loyalty to Monsanto every year. Pay loyalty. Whether farmer, whether trader, whether doctor, whoever is paying, but we are paying royalty to the Monsanto company. It's just a goodwill. Almost, I think every farmer is getting royalty, and which has become a burden for our government, trader, or for our farmer. This is the main criticism. The BT is a technology. It's a tool. It itself is not per se, has no implication. It is neutral. It is neutral to economics or sociology. But that tool is being utilized by only corporate sector to get seed from Monsanto. Otherwise, there is no BT seed with us. These are the main concerns, and these are the main issues which differentiate the era of Green Revolution. What happened in Green Revolution? Public sector research between China, Japan, Philippines, Vietnam, Brazil, all these countries vis-a-vis India, we exchange their blossom freely. there was no restriction. There was no question of, patent right on a particular germplasm. There was a free movement of germplasm internationally, and we were not paying any cost to it. There is some good gene, maybe it is for pest resistance or particular, say, blight resistance or some particular disease, then he brings the plant to India and he will utilize that in the breeding trials in our country. We created one body internationally, consultative group on international agriculture research. That body facilitated free movement of germplasm from one country to another country. We did not pay any royalty. It's a free movement. We were very happy. Till recently, we are getting germplasm from various countries. Let it be any ground. And we are following the traditional, conventional breeding methods, which are maybe 100 years old or 150 years old. But which we are facing when we utilize the products of biotechnology as far as plants are concerned. What happened in the revolution era, good research was going on in our research station, in our own university, in all our research stations in our state. Over a period of time, the funding has reduced, the investment in research has come down, and there is more emphasis on private research. Why? Wherein the concept of patent trial came into focus. USA intensifies the corporate sector, and patent right was given to this biotechnology, and they started dominating because they are owners of technology. Though biotechnology has several, resistance to, salinity, it may be resistance to drought. Now we are seeing drought situations. If that plant can resist moisture stress, when there is a long dry spell like this, we have experienced in the last 1 month, that rate also can be increased. We can increase the nutrition. Even now, you might have heard golden rice. Have you heard? Golden rice. Still it is hanging. Golden rice. We thought of golden rice 90s, not now. After a lot of experimentation, what is golden rice? One gene we have identified in daffodils. You are aware of daffodils? Daffodil. Botany student. Now what is student is there? We have Irish. You don't know that poem? Daffodils. Great poem in Irish. Daffodils are others. So that plant, he has isolated one gene which codes for keratin. And that gene we have introduced in paddy. Suppose we are sowing Sama Masuri. Professor Ramesh has contributed a lot for evolving an improved Sama Masuri varieties in our state. He is ready to go to his team. And suppose he has made improvement in the Sama Masuri, maybe resistant to some disease. In that paddy plant, if we introduce one gene from the daffodil by using our biotechnology, then it will be in orange color. That rice will be in orange color. That's why they started calling it as golden rice. Keratin means it gets converted into vitamin A. If you eat that rice, it is converted into vitamin A. And because of vitamin A deficiency, there is blindness in our country, in the rural areas. It is leading to malnutrition in the poor children. So they thought golden rice will be a blessing for all developing countries, so that it can reach a poor farmer and vitamin A deficiency can be avoided by eating this golden rice. But the world community has so far not accepted. It's not being used now. Because of the debates which are going on biotechnology, the problem with the utilization of biotechnology is that there is a batch. It may be media, it may be, you call it a Greenpeace movement, or some movement which puts a big banner. They destroyed fields in the research stations. Suppose a biotechnology product is coming and some field trials are going on in a research station. These green peace movement, some NGOs, some civil society members, they started going to those fields and destroying them. No GMO. And it's become a big obstacle for all the developing countries. Not only that, now the biotechnology is encased by only few countries in the world. So, China here, that's all. These 8 countries, they almost encased whatever BT technology we are calling it now, 90% is there in only these 7 countries. Europe is also afraid. It's very cautiously going now, Europe. They have not encashed, whereas Canada has encashed. All other countries, they are thinking twice. They are worried about these movements. They are worried about NGOs. They are worried about civil society. No GMO. Now, as scientific community, what is the stand we have to take is a challenge before us. And particularly people like us who are in developing countries, we want to take advantage of this BT technology. Why should a poor farmer of India be denied of this benefit? Is the question. But how can we do it? Is the question. It got involved in politics. So BT got in the field and BT brinjal is hands. But one more thing is that it is a real thing. We must understand that these MNCs, these corporate monopolies are only focusing only such research which is useful for developed countries and the rich partner. All said and done, biotechnology indirectly encourages monoculture. It discourages biodiversity. It's a problem. And main concern of this biotechnology is also resistance. We are talking of resistance when we apply pesticides, fungicides, herbicides in our fields. Not only that, even in biotechnology the problem has started raising its level. See, any scientific tool is a tool. We have to utilize every tool of science and technology judiciously, considering ecological prudence of our communities. We have to weigh pros and cons of each and every case. Then take a decision how far it is useful for our country, how far it is useful for a state like Telangana, which farmer, which crop, well, what is useful, yes, let us go ahead. So case by case, we have to decide, and there has to be very good regulatory framework to take decision to guide the government, irrespective of political party which is ruling the country or state. There must be a body, a regulatory body, regulatory framework. We can have a bill. 2012 in the parliament, one bill was introduced. They call it BRA, which is very important for us. What is a BRA? Biotechnology Regulating Authority of India. The bill was prepared. It was introduced, I don't know, BT brinjal is strong now. Now BT cotton is only one crop. We are replacing the technology. But if you think of rice and paddy, where these MNCs are not concentrating. If you want any impact in rice or paddy or maize, which we are resistant to pests or disease, but we are not able to do this because the patent rights amount of germ plasm among the countries. US has enjoyed so far biotechnology. It has enjoyed in case of soybean, in case of canola, in case of cotton, and in case of maize. Now recently they started enjoying BT technology, potato, tomato, beets. HD, anybody here? Expansion of HD? What does HD stand for? Anybody? These are the two main terms. It is herbicide tolerance. We have cheap labor in our country. Our labor will come, they do weeding. But in America, in Europe, in Canada, there are no laborers. So if they grow soybean crop, plenty of weeds will come. Who is going to do weeding? There is no one. human labor. Why HD technology is used by USA? It's major crops, soybean. Both HD and BT, both. BT for pesticide and HD for herbicide tolerance. In herbicide tolerance, what they have done in soybean, if you spray herbicide, the weed will be killed and soybean is resistant to herbicide. What is the chemical name? What is the name of the herbicide or protein? Glyphosate. Have you heard of glyphosate? So glyphosate is one protein which represents herbicide tolerance. So what happens in case of soybean? This Monsanto fellow, he supplies soybean resistant crop, which is a product of biotechnology. He will also supply herbicide. That has become a problem. Because that herbicide, the soybean started developing resistance. Now they are realizing that some resistance is. It's nature. In nature, survival is very, very important for any organism. Let it be microorganism or human being. Survival. For survival, we mutate. Let it be any organism on this earth. For survival, it mutates. Its future on this globe. So entire technology is also related to ecology. It is also related to human health, environmental health. We must be concerned about environment also. Whenever we take a decision about biotechnology, then we have to weigh case by case whether it will help our farmer, whether it has got drastic impact on the health of the human beings. Because suppose BT cotton we are growing. Okay? Now BT cotton plant is a poison for bollworm, isn't it? For bollworm, as far as bollworm is concerned, it's a poison. If bollworm eats cotton plant, it dies. That's all. That means the plant itself is an insecticide. See the danger of technology. The cotton plant, each and every cotton plant is itself a pesticide. There is no need for any pesticide now. But the cotton is spreading its roots into soil, isn't it? That BTG may enter the bacteria of soil, isn't it? And that may enter another plant. That is the implication of this technology. Whenever you introduce technology, you have to study these implications. What is the impact on human health? What is the impact on animal health? What is the ecological impact of this technology? Then you have to, it is social neutral, it is developmental neutral. It depends on you how you utilize any technology. Let it be conventional breeding, let it be biotechnology, let it be any kind of technology which is there. But future of human race depends on technology. We have to remember it. We cannot go back. Future of technology, future of agriculture depends on technology. If you don't use technology, then you lag behind. Our concern we are expressing with regard to biotechnology, we have to Thank you very much.